Arsenal 1, Manchester United nil. Well, one would have to say that it was inevitable that Arsenal was going to beat Manchester United. Okay, it was just inevitable. And if you look at the way the game played out, Manchester United held the majority of possession, 54% to 45 of Arsenal. But Arsenal had more shots on goal. Ultimately, there was a chasm, as the commentator said, there was a chasm between the two teams, and Arsenal probably should have scored more. But look, 1-0, you're at the top of the Premier League. Now, here's how the game how's all going to plan out. Manchester City has two games. Arsenal has one. Arsenal has one home game against Everton. Manchester City has to go to Tottenham on Tuesday, and then West Ham at home on Sunday. If Manchester City draws or loses against Tottenham at Tottenham Stadium, then Arsenal will probably win the Premier League. If Arsenal, if Manchester City beats Tottenham and then beats West Ham, then they're going to win the Premier League. That's just how it's going to be. Okay, Arsenal, in my opinion, the reason if they don't win the Premier League, they're going to look at that home game against Aston Villa. That is going to be the game that Arsenal should have won but didn't win. Okay, but ultimately that's how it all plays out. Now, as far as Arsenal, Manchester United versus Arsenal, look, Lissandro Trossard scores the goal in the 20-minute mark. That's the game. That's how it ends up. They probably should have scored more, but they didn't. And ultimately, they were the winner. They were the better team. There was a chasm between class between the two teams. Again, look, Arsenal has been dominant on the road, especially this calendar year. Okay, they have had shutouts after shutouts. They've only conceded 28 goals all season long, which I think is the lowest in the Premier League this year. They have been absolutely fantastic on defense. And look, Manchester United really played reasonably well in this game. Okay, they played reasonably well, but they just were not a threat on goal. I think in the 60-minute, Garnacho made a great move, got by Ben White, and I think Saliba, and had an absolute had Raya at his mercy, and then just shot the ball wide. I mean, it was just that kind of a day for Manchester United, but ultimately Arsenal was the better team. They did deserve to win the game, and they did win the game. Now, as it turns out, Manchester United has had a horrible season. This is like their 13th loss all season long, I think. They have just been absolutely poor. This was actually a better game for Manchester United, but still, at home against Arsenal, you would expect them to do better. Maybe not this Manchester United team. They were without Rashford. They were without Bruno Fernandes. But you at home against Arsenal, one of your biggest rivals, you would expect Manchester United to do a little bit better. Okay, but they didn't, and ultimately Arsenal, won the game and won the game really quite convincingly, and they controlled the game for most of it. They were just very, very good on defense, and took the one opportunity that they had by Trossard, and it got them the win. Now for Arsenal, all you can do is hope for Spurs to pull off a miracle, which doesn't look like it's too likely the way Spurs have been playing. Okay, Spurs have been playing pretty crap football. Look, I saw them play against Burnley yesterday, and Burnley really looked at times like the better team, and Tottenham was pretty toothless with their attack. But if Tottenham can play defense, which is not their strong point, not Postecoglou's method of playing, they may be able to pull something. I'm not so sure about that. Realistically, I think Manchester City is going to win the Premier League. I'm saying this right in here, right now. Manchester City is going to win the Premier League. But having said that, Arsenal is going to, rue the loss against Aston Villa, but again, finish in second place, but a little bit closer this time, and I think set themselves up bet for a better tomorrows, better season next year. But we'll see how it all pans out. But anyway, as far as this game is concerned, it's torrential downpour that I'm looking at Manchester right now. Absolutely a wonderful, not a great performance by Arsenal, but a good enough performance by Arsenal. Get 3 points, back to first place in the Premier League, and see if you can if Tottenham can help you out and then pull out a miracle next Sunday and win the Premier League. As for Manchester United, look, they're just waiting for the season to end. Okay, they've lost to Arsenal. They lost to Crystal Palace previous Monday. They play, I think, Wednesday against Newcastle at Old Trafford, and then they finish up at Brighton. They could legitimately lose their next 2 games. Okay, they could legitimately end up with, I think, 15 or 16 losses. Look, and they have never finished a Premier League season with a negative goal differential. That may happen this go around. So, good luck, Manchester United. I don't think you're going to make it to Europe this year. But hey, you got, look. I could talk about Manchester United for 15 or 20 minutes. I don't want to talk about Manchester United. I'm just happy that my beloved Arsenal won the game, and hopefully next Sunday we'll be celebrating a championship. Don't think it's going to happen, but hopefully they will. Please click like, share, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.